What is going on YouTube? Hey, back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as XRP to US dollar. We're also going to be looking at DueDEX as well as the current coin market cap. Specifically in today's episode, I do want to discuss a lot of these cryptocurrencies and their path as they start to head up higher. As you guys know, the past couple of videos, we've actually been tracking the market explode to a very high point in price. We then saw some slight consolidation, and now it looks like we're trying to head up even higher. So I do want to go into these cryptocurrencies and kind of discuss what it is that we found and where exactly these coins should be moving towards in the near future. But otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help out the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter and I will see you this way. I guess if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me on Twitter, message me, and I'll get back to you. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So yesterday's video, we made a video discussing XRP, Ripple, and Bitcoin are headed higher up, and that I have found an uptrend that is particularly interesting on the weekly that the coins plan on following. Now, before we jump into the episode and the technical analysis, I do once again want to say I am doing the $200 Bitcoin giveaway. We have a total of 2,024 entries and a total of 1,500 people that have entered the giveaway. It is completely free to enter, so I highly recommend you check it out. The link is in the description down below. It is completely free. You got to be in it to win it, of course. And there are 7 ways to enter with multiple entries allowed per person, as well as a bonus every day for the next 10 days left for you to enter. After you unlock these 3, you'll be able to do that in these 4 over here. Otherwise, moving on to the market, you can see out of the top 10 cryptos, everything for the most part is kind of consolidating except for like Bitcoin Cash. Everything else is merely just trading sideways. And I do want to discuss with you guys some very interesting things I do want to mention. So to start, you can look on the weekly. You can see on DueDEX right here, the coin is continuously pumping. The price of Bitcoin is continuously moving up and up and up. And I do believe we are going to continue to head up higher. But here's something that I want to discuss with you guys. Here's something that ultimately does show some very interesting signs that we do have to pay attention to. So when looking at Bitcoin, when looking at this pendant flag that broke, it shows a clear sign of an uptrend, the consolidation here, and then a break to the upside. Here's where things become quite interesting. Notice now that we are retesting overbought, or about to hit overbought on the weekly. If we scale this back to the last time we were overbought, it was back here. You'll notice right around this level. Even, we've headed up higher through then. Let's say we've retested this level. You'll notice the last time we retested overbought, let's say, was back here where the price was 6,900, and we shot all the way up to, I guess, as high as $9,000 with a small correction to the downside, which then shot us even higher up to $14,000. So just merely by seeing us retest overbought right now doesn't necessarily mean we're not going to head up higher. We could very easily extend our reach higher up in maybe 1, 2, or 3 months or 3 weeks after we start to retest overbought right now. We may enter the actual overbought side of things, and we may start to see this small consolidation. You can see this small dip in price here, which could extend us all the way back down for an immediate run to the upside. We just have to consider the fact that as we are nearing overbought, it does throw in some signs and some concerns of a correction, a very steep and rapid correction like we've seen in the past here. Price as high as 13.8 can fall as low as $9,000, a $4,000 drop in a coin in just a couple of weeks. So this is something we do have to, pay attention to as we are starting to head into a level of market that can be extremely risky. Now, the only good concerning thing, and not so concerning thing on Bitcoin is the fact that we are seeing this this golden cross right here. This is a huge sign. This is a great sign that could pretty much lead us to moving higher up if the price allows us to. The fact that we're seeing the bullish cross will allow us to eventually head up even higher in prices. The thing is, most of these cryptos are overbought, but there are some sort of uptrends that are forming on these cryptos. And this is the cool thing too. So as we start to head and get closer to resistance resistance is. I mean, I don't think we're heading near one at the current moment, but we are getting very close to it right here. You can see these top resistance points right here that we are starting to locate and correct and retest. We are ultimately still following some sort of uptrend. And I do want to show you on some other cryptocurrencies what it is I'm referring to. So let's look at Litecoin right now, for example. So there's a clear uptrend on Litecoin. You can clearly see this is what we're looking at right now. There's a clear movement to the upside, a clear path that we are following, which would lead to some consolidation. And I do believe these coins are going to continue to head up. I know Bitcoin is overbought, but not all of them are actually overbought. I do believe as a lot of these cryptos start to retest their moving average, which you can see is happening on XRP as well as Litecoin, you'll notice very easily here that these cryptos are hitting their weekly or moving average. And I think I have up the wrong XRP chart, but if I go to the Bitfinex one right here, you'll notice what it is that I'm referring to. And I said this yesterday. So when these coins hit their overbought level, or when they start to hit resistance, we have to consider a few things before we start investing. Notice on the weekly for Bitcoin, and sorry, XRP and Litecoin, we're hitting our moving average. Very clear, very obvious. I don't really need to explain much, but this is hitting its moving average right here. And you can even see on XRP, it's hitting its moving average right here. Now, Litecoin isn't yet overbought. It's retesting resistance at 60 on the RSI, which is totally fine. But XRP is overbought as well as it's hitting its moving average. So this is kind of where I'm looking to see some consolidation. I know we're not seeing much on Ethereum or some of the other cryptos, and that's because I guess they're just trading differently. It seems like Ethereum has already retested its moving average earlier. Same thing with Bitcoin. So these two are a little bit more ahead of each other than the other cryptocurrencies have been. But ultimately, they are all in some way in sync with each other. And that's what we have to consider. So ultimately, moving forward, I do think we may experience some sort of correction, some sort of consolidation before we see bigger jumps to the upside. Reason being is we see right here on XRP, we're retesting an extremely strong resistance that is clearly thrown the price much lower on XRP than it has in the past. The same thing applies to Litecoin. Litecoin is retesting a resistance that it has had trouble breaking above in the past as well. Yes, it's been done, but I do believe that this is a strong signal for consolidation. It is a strong signal for what could be a correction before we see another break. As XRP retests its moving average, I do believe we may see some stalling points. We may see some sideways trading, which could eventually lead to a break. So movement like this could eventually pop us off. But I do believe we will be playing around between this level right here. So pay close attention, as I do believe this is going to be the region we trade in once we do decide to break up through the moving average. The same thing applies to, let's say, Litecoin, which is retesting its moving average right now. Although it's not overbought, we are at a critical resistance level, which may have us consolidate a little bit longer than we anticipated before we see breaks to the upside in the moving average. Now, for Bitcoin specifically, this uptrend is crucial. And I do want to just jump back to the weekly to show you guys some stuff. You'll notice where exactly it's hitting. It's hitting what appears to be point B on the Elliott wave back here, where I would say capped resistance is closer to 11.5. So it'd be very interesting to see whether or not the coin actually manages to close above the current price that it's hanging out at right now. We do know that there's 3 days and 6 hours left for Bitcoin to really make up its mind, but I do believe that very soon, after these 3.5 days, we may see some consolidation and we may see some resistance closer to this level, this key point right here. I'll draw the resistance for you guys as well. This way it's easier to follow along, but you can see why I have this drawn out here. This may actually not hold due to the fact that we are retesting overbought. It's not to worry. I do believe long term we are going to see bigger breakouts and bigger consolidation and bigger price movements to the upside. It's only just a matter of time. The consolidation needs to happen. The sideways trading needs to happen. It needs to just lower ourselves on the RSI, and then we'll pump higher. Otherwise, if you guys are interested in my trades, you can definitely check out Patreon. It's linked down below. All my trades about how to short, stop loss, leverage trades, post onlys, and everything like that is linked in my Patreon down below, so check it out. But otherwise, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as it does help the YouTube algorithm. Also, remember to follow me on Twitter at @CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. And lastly, make sure to enter the $200 Bitcoin giveaway, as this is ending very soon. A little over a week left in price, or sorry, a little over a week left in time before it runs out and we have to do the drawing. Completely free. We've done these numerous times. You got to be in it to win it, so check it out. But otherwise, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.